welcome everyone to this Unlimited Marketing Funnels webinar. I'm going to show you how to create your own funnels. There's a lot of marketing out there and a lot of companies and different softwares that you might see that actually want to do this task for you. And what ends up happening is you pay a lot of money for someone to do something for you and it's not done well enough for you to get results with. So that's why I'm going to show you how to actually create your own. And this way you can create unlimited marketing funnels for whatever you want to do. To kind of give you a gist of what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the need for a funnel. A lot of people have no idea why they need one. So we're going to dive a little bit into that. We're going to talk about how to create unlimited funnels, what funnel builder to use, an example of funnels, and then I'll kind of give you a couple of bonuses where you could actually have some done for you funnels that you could actually replicate yourself. So folks, who am I? I'm Ashley K. Wisdom. I am a retired healthcare worker. I've transitioned into real estate investment and I also do online marketing. Now, most of the stuff that I do, I like to work with people on a team build fashion where I show people how to do things, show people how to make money, but I love doing it in a team build fashion where we're all working together to accomplish the goal for both of us. So you might see stuff like this floating around. These are stuff that I've created: banners, lead capture pages, email series, presentation aids. I've created videos. I've done marketing consulting and strategic marketing planning. So that's the hub that I operate in. So that's why I'd love to show you the funnels that I've actually used to kind of attack this issue of how do I make money online. To dive into it is the problem. Now, typically, some folks don't even know that there is a problem. They're marketing online and they're getting no results and they can't really assess what the problem is. So sometimes when you know what the problem is, you know what you should do to kind of have a solution to it. Now, one of the biggest problems most people face when they're going out there to market their business is they for sure know they don't want to talk to their friends and family. They've probably done a lot of business opportunity. They've talked to friends and family before and realized, you know what, it's hard to do. It's embarrassing and they're not getting any results with it. So they want to do something different, but they don't kind of realize that that's their problem, right? That they don't want to talk to friends and family. They just know that they're not doing it. Another thing is people have no marketing skills. You're coming online, if you're new, you've seen a business opportunity, it seems really simple and you're like, okay, let's go for it. But you have no marketing skills to actually go ahead and do it. Another thing we're seeing is that people hate to talk to people because they don't like to sell and they don't want to try and convince people. So that's where this funnel idea come into place and why it's going to be a big tool, a big asset. It could actually be a big asset for you to use, especially if you recognize that, you know what, you have one of these problems or all of them. So how do we actually go about doing this? So this is typically how people market online. They join a company, and so the company give them an affiliate link. So every company have an affiliate link so they could tag who, you bring in so they could give you, the commission or the sales or reward you, whatever the commission is. So everyone has an affiliate link. And then the affiliate link, in a sense, tags the product so someone could buy it. Now, companies have been very good lately that they've created some very nice pages for us, right? And given us an affiliate link, and those pages are actually pretty cool. Now, because those pages are pretty cool, we fall into the trap of actually using that affiliate link to start marketing with. So here's what most people are doing online, and actually the newbies who are the novice. I won't say newbies because sometimes, people aren't new, but they're novice in terms of what's effective online. So you get your link and it's a nice page. The company create a nice page for everyone and you got an affiliate link with it. So you got the page and here's what you do. You go out and you try sending a lot of traffic to it. And then you send traffic to the page in hopes that someone will actually go to your page, click on it, go to the company and buy whatever it is. Now, that's the scenario that a lot of people are falling into, and that's why they're not having results. Because here's the thing, the company has given out hundreds, even thousands of affiliate links, right? So there's hundreds and thousands of pages that look exactly like yours. So when you're sending traffic to it, someone else is sending traffic to theirs, everyone's sending traffic to it. The only one who's getting results is the company because everyone, in a sense, is sending traffic to the company. So there might be some sales happening, right? But the majority of what's happening is the company is getting the benefit of everyone using that replicated link to give itself traffic. If you want to switch how that looks and you start having better results, the better way to do it is something that looks like this. And this is where the funnel comes in. The funnel will be you being the rock star that you are. So you create a funnel that you actually start the process. So no longer are you starting the process here. The company's way over here. You are actually starting a funnel. And what that funnel will do for you is brand you. Because in the scenario that we look up here, what everyone is doing is branding the company. So a company like, let's say, for instance, Live Good, right? Everyone's probably seen Live Good. And Live Good has a very nice page. When it first came out, it was really hot, and people would go there, and some people would actually join directly from that. But what are we seeing now? That a lot of people go to your page and nothing's happening because guess what? It is to a point where everyone has recognized, we've all branded Live Good, that everyone now recognize that opportunity and say, oh yeah, that's Live Good. And they tend to go do what? Search for someone else who they think could help them get traffic and sales in Live Good. So that's why you want your own system that you get to brand yourself. You then, in a sense, set yourself out to be unique, and you give people a reason why they should actually join something with you. So even if this was Live Good and you did this process, you kind of set yourself apart from competing with all the people who are just, you know what, sending out their links and hoping that someone join with them in Live Good. You are giving someone a reason to join with you. So the process looks the same in a sense. You send traffic. The only difference is you're sending traffic to you. People get to know you and want to work with you. And then you send them on to any company that you want. So that's the funnel idea of what it looks like. Now, to do all this process, you need a software to do it. Now, a lot of people think they could do complex things online by themselves, certain things, and trying to put splicing things together to make it work. When it comes to software to handle the beginning to the end, and the software, a couple of things. It allows you to show yourself here, right? It allows people to come in, be entered into a process where they see an opportunity. But then on the backside, it actually collects those people as leads and then follows up with them. It has that ability to do that. So a lot of people will go out, get to know someone, and they spend time, sending out emails to them over and over again. Because sometimes you notice in your email inbox, people send you emails constantly. They really don't have a funnel per se. They don't have a page. All they do is every once in a while you get an email, and when you click on their link, it sends you to whatever company they're advertising. So they try to do it by themselves without having a process. With a software, it allows you to streamline your entire process. A lot of time when we fall in the trap of we try to do these things ourselves, or guess what? We pay someone to do it for us because we think it's too hard and we don't know how to do it. Now, I'll tell you a story back, I think a couple years back, I actually paid $2,500 for a company to do this whole process for me and was very disappointed by it. They mentioned, you know what, they'll create a system for me and they'll drive traffic to it and I'll get sales. Only to find out that they really didn't create any great system for me. They didn't drive traffic to it and I didn't get any sales. So that's the trap most people are going to fall in when they outsource this process and think, you know what, than you, or maybe an AI software could do better than you, then you lose the ability to know how to do this. And then you get taken advantage of paying out lots of money to someone else to do this because you're thinking, you know what, a process like this is too expensive. The software is too expensive. When in fact, we're paying hundreds of dollars to people to do something for us where the software, you know what, costs in a sense pennies for you to have per day. So you'll need a software to do this. Now, what kind of software are out there? Now, I'm sure people have heard of GetResponse, Aweber, the Power Lead System, the Conversion Pro, the Leadsleap, and there's many more. There's Builderall. Now, most of these I have a relationship with in the sense that I've used GetResponse before, I've used Aweber, I've used the Power Lead System. So I'll tell you which software I'm using right now in this process. But just know that these softwares could be, you got to think about what software you're going to use before you actually get one, because it's going to be important that you pick the right software. Now, you're going to need to pick the right software for a couple of reasons. And one is price. And not just for it to, what price is it, but some software, they have an introductory price. And as you start using it more and more, they increase the price based on how big your team is growing or what functionalities you need in it. So that's always a concern that when you're looking for a funnel builder, keep the price in mind and over time, what's going to happen with the price. The other thing you want to make sure of the software, you want the ease of use. Ease of use for you but also ease of use for your team. Because chances are, if you're building a funnel, I'm guessing that you're going to try and build a business with a team, right? You're going to try to recruit someone, and they're going to want to recruit someone else. So ease of use is going to be important for you. And also, if you're looking to have your team use it as well, you've got to make sure that either you know how to help them do it, or just, the system is simple enough to use. Another thing you want to look for is the ability to share with your team, because most of us are in network marketing, and maybe not network marketing, but we definitely share opportunities, right? And make a commission from it. People join with you, and you want to be able to support them. So if you could help them by sharing the information with your team, then that will be advantageous to you as well. So these are some factors to keep in mind as you're looking for software. I just pulled this up because I want you guys to kind of see the price range of what's out there. Now, I'm sure folks have heard about ClickFunnels, and that's a pretty expensive funnel builder software. That's pretty much the height of the funnel system. Pretty sophisticated software and pretty costly. But what we need to do in creating a funnel, because we are, in most cases, a one-man show in a sense, you need a simple software that just do A to B. It's like getting the car, right? As long as it gets you from point A to point B, that's all you need. All the bells and whistles, chances are you won't even know how to use it anyway. So if you're looking at get response, I used to have get response and I loved it. The thing with get response is it starts off with a small amount, an introductory in a sense. If you're new, you could actually get sucked into some of these things because you're like, well, you know what? I'm new. I don't have much happening, so I'm going to get the cheapest software. What ends up happening is you pick it based on the cheapest software and over time, it ends up being the most costly software. You're getting from prices, what was cheap becomes you're paying hundreds of dollars for a software. Keep that in mind as you look for your softwares. Now, in getting that out of the way, so you go out there, you know why you're going to build a funnel, you pick your software. Now it's time to start building the funnel and actually start marketing, because the goal is to actually get from point A to point B, in a sense, getting your marketing going and getting results. So how does this look? So when you're building your funnel, it kind of has to have these elements imparted in it. Now, your funnel is going to allow you to market fast, because remember we talked about, you know what, you can get your affiliate link, you're ready to market, right? Because it's like, well, the company gave me a page I can market. But that's going to be ineffective. You're going to be competing with lots of people just showing people the same page. So you want to create a system that will allow you to market fast. The other thing of your funnel you wanted to do is you wanted to be able to brand yourself. By branding yourself is not necessarily, you going out there and talking to people or being on YouTube and showing your face and all that, but in a sense that people begin to recognize you. They begin to see you versus, you know what, the one-off, you send someone an email, they've seen you once and that's it. With this funnel system, by branding yourself, literally you could do this through emails. You could do this by showing your face on your pages. So that will allow you to brand yourself. So you don't have to think, oh my goodness, I'd go crazy with this branding idea. The other part of the funnel is you want to give people value. And you've heard that before, like how to, give people value, and then you could get them, in a sense, in your sphere by giving people value. And I think a lot of folks think that's the hardest thing. It's like, what do I talk about? How do I give someone value? When you create a funnel and you have a funnel, what it allows you to do is to send out emails to folks. That allows you to kind of, in a sense, pick and choose what you send people. So you could do a number of things. You could send people videos, you could send them motivational quotes, you could send them stories about you, you could send them anything, right? But just the idea that you have the ability to constantly send them something, in a sense, sets up in their eyes that person that, you know what, this person is more than just a Mickey Mouse kind of person who's just trying to, sell me something. It actually kind of sets you apart, saying that you know what you're doing. So by just giving that idea that you might actually know what you're doing, you're actually giving value to that person, because they're looking at you going, you know what, if I need something, if I see something this person does nicely, I could actually reach out and they could probably help me do it. You also want to be accessible to people and being accessible. And a lot of times when we're looking at how we're going to market, right, we don't want to talk to our friends and families. And part of the problem is, we feel like we're going to be talking to them and trying to convince them. In this process of you having the funnel, you are actually being accessible to people, because people don't want you to try and sell them. into things, right? And convince them into things. But they want to be able to know that someone's behind something. It's something's not a scam. Someone's not trying to steal their money. So by you, in a sense, having a funnel that you're putting out information, people see you, they're recognizing you, then it sets you apart and say, you know what, if something happens, if they're watching an opportunity, they could actually come back to you and say, hey, how's that opportunity going? I'm still interested, or something like that. And of course, the last part of your funnel is you want the ability to help people. Now, to help people, all it means that you already did this process. So you put yourself in a unique position that if someone needs help in any part of the business that you're doing, you have the ability to help them from beginning to end because you're doing the very same thing. So what does that looks like? So I'm actually going to show you some examples of funnels and kind of run you through it and actually allow you to use these funnels as your own and tweak them as you wish to create any kind of funnels. So some of the funnel I'm going to show you is it's a company called Let's Multiply. And that was a funnel that I helped a team develop. And actually, a lot of folks have been using it, and some actually have tweaked it to fit their unique example. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's part of a funnel where this is an intro page that a person will come to. Now, Let's Multiply it's a pretty big program. There's a lot of people have joined that opportunity, and anyone getting into might get nervous about, oh my goodness, how am I going to promote this? And here's a funnel that, you know what, no one would know that this is Let's Multiply. If other people are using Let's Multiply, guess what? Everyone's going to know what it is. But here, they don't know. They just see something that says, you know what, need to make money fast. This is going to blow your mind. So if someone's curious about it, you know what, I'm interested in something like that, they will click this button. Now, once they click that button, they actually get to the page that explain what Let's Multiply is. I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to click this button to join. All right. So this is the page that everyone gets in Let's Multiply to go advertise. And what you're seeing is and this could be Live Good, this could be any business that a person is in. That's what typically people do. They take the link, and if this is the company's page, then that's what they advertise, and people eventually get here. Now, if people have seen this over and over again, they've kind of gotten numb to it. Like, you know what, they stop paying attention to it. But when they see maybe an introduction to Let's Multiply in a different fashion that they didn't kind of recognize, they come here and say they're interested in learning what this is, and then it's presented in a different way. They might actually take stock and say, you know what, I think I can market it this way. And guess what? Because you're the person behind this funnel, they are looking at saying, you know what, I like how this person did this. This was pretty cool. They're more inclined to join with you because now they realize in order for them to join and maybe have a system like you've put together, that they can only join with you. They can't join with the company and then expect to get, the marketing aids that you have. And so that's why a lot of people online who are building big teams, they create their own funnels. So when people see things like this, they don't go out looking for someone else to join with. Because a lot of folks, when they're marketing online, and they're marketing their business, you're losing people joining with you. You're the first person they see that advertised it. But guess what? They're going to go search on YouTube to go find the next person they could join the business with because they're like, you know what? Maybe that person could help me, make this business go faster or help me with some marketing stuff. So when you, in a sense, create a system or have a system that allows someone to initially say, you know what? Wow, this is unique to us marketing, then they'll stick with you because now you're, in a sense, branding yourself. You're giving them value and you're being accessible to them, saying, hey, this is how I market. I'm not trying to hide behind the company link here, and have a person just go here and just join and they don't know who they're joining with. You're literally giving them an option to join directly with you. And so you could literally put your face there, a picture of you, your contact details, and anything else that makes you accessible and, in a sense, stand out. So when people are thinking, you know what, I'm interested in this, they could actually come back to you. Now, you've also heard that it takes quite a few times. People need to see things quite a few times before they join, right? Now, that is definitely true. I mean, how many times have you looked at an opportunity, wanting to join it, but said, you know what, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to give it some time, maybe next week. The same thing happens for someone. So if you're promoting a link that goes directly to the company, that person will never have an opportunity to get back to you and sign up with you. But when you create things like this, that in a sense brands you or have some ability for that person to come back to you, they're more inclined to save things and come back to you because you are the only person that, in a sense, is accessible that they can reach out to at some point. You're branding yourself saying, you know, I'm not hiding by the company and thinking the company is going to do the job by itself. They'll come back to you. So that's like a simple funnel. So that was just one simple funnel idea. Now there's other funnels that, and actually I'm going to show you this page. Now what I just showed you is something that you could actually recreate. And at the end of this webinar, I'm actually going to give you this page here so you could go there yourself. And if you're interested in recreating that funnel or something similar to it, because you could definitely, you could change out the wording, be a different wording. But the essence of what it is one page leads to the next, has your company information here, and then button, they end up on the company that you want them to go to. So at the end, I'm going to give you this page right here so you could actually set up this funnel yourself. Now, the software that's used to set this up is Leadsleap. Now, Leadsleap is pretty popular right now, and for good reason. It's a very inexpensive software that costs $27 a month. And that's it. Where most softwares are costing anywhere from $50 a month up to hundreds a month. Leadsleap is $50 a month, allows you to do some advertising. It allows you to create the lead capture pages, any kind of pages. And it also allows you to have that autoresponder feature that follows up with people. So it's a all-in-one kind of a system that's very inexpensive. Another part of Leadsleap is it allows you to share information with your team. So as you're building your team, if you create something that's great, you're branding yourself, you could definitely give this to your team so they could do the same thing you're doing and you could build your business bigger. So that funnel that I just showed you, pretty simple. Anyone could create that, and it's all detailed in the step. So at the end of the chat box, you could actually, if you're interested in building out a funnel that looks like this, right? 2 pages. Someone clicks on the first page, they get to a second page, and then they have your join button. You could definitely do that in Leadsleap. So it walks a person through the entire system of how to get your people to join Leadsleap, right? They're going to install the funnel, and these are the share codes. And you're going, what the heck, share codes? With Leadsleap, it allows you to use share codes that whatever page you create, you could give someone else that page by literally just give them a share code that looks like this. It starts with PAGE. Once they copy it, they paste it in their system, the page is recreated. So I'm going to kind of detail how that works very quickly. But if you go through this entire system by watching these short videos, you literally could create your very first funnel. It shows you how to replicate this, but then at the same time, you could change anything about this. It's literally like using a typewriter. You click on this thing, you change out the words and make it something different. So that's what we'll do at the end there. Now, something else I want to show you. When I talked about unlimited funnels, this is what unlimited funnels look like. This is all stemming from one idea. These are all funnels. So whereas people are promoting one program and they're constantly just beating this over and over again and people are getting sick and tired of it, you could literally create pages that are uniquely different, that at any moment you're targeting different people. Because sometimes I'm sure if you're looking to do Live Good, right? And we'll click on this. If you're looking to do Live Good have many products, right? So you could showcase different products, different things. So this is one funnel. That was just one idea of a funnel. And a person would need to put their name, their email in here and say they want the information. So if you saw before what the first funnel, it was just a simple funnel. It was just a page and people click a button, they went to a second page. With this one, it asked for an email address. So you could tailor your funnel based on what you wanted to do. And this one is a little more complex, but here's the thing. You learn small, right? And as you graduate to different levels, you could definitely branch up and then make things, build it out more elaborate. Because a lot of people, what they're doing is just literally having people do this for them, and it's costing them hundreds. And whenever they want to change something in their funnel or change it to be a different idea, you're going to pay more money to do it. The thing is, once you learn this skill, a simple skill, right? Changing words on a page, putting a box here, clicking yes. But the thing is, you have to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. And then it becomes, okay, I know what I'm doing. And you actually could follow along the system here of actually creating your own funnel. So if I'm going to take you through another, maybe let's do another one. So this is a lot of funnels in, and I'm going to, okay. So I just clicked on it and you can see it changed out to a different funnel. So this could be a different funnel depending on what you're trying to target someone with. So you're probably wondering, how do you come up with different funnels? Here's the thing. If you're out there advertising anything and you could type an ad, you could literally, instead of typing the text ad wherever you advertise it, you could put the words on a page that looks like this. So if your text ad, when you're writing an ad that you're trying to advertise on the page, say, hey, want to make some money fast in the next 30 days? If that's your headline, you can literally put this on a funnel page with a button, and that's it. So that's as simple as how a funnel could be done. Because all you're trying to do with your funnel is to segment people out who are interested in the content that you have. So if you have a brilliant idea for, you know what, I love this headline, it could be a funnel. And then someone click a button and they land on another page that explains what that opportunity is. So I'm going to do another one and see if we come up with another funnel through this. So that's another funnel idea. And as you can see, it was kind of similar to the one that was before this, two funnels back. And all the difference was the words are changed. Now this becomes a different, in a sense, funnel for someone. And these, like I mentioned, unlimited funnels, you could create your own in Leadsleap. As long as you have a template for what you want, say for instance, you like this theme process, you create a funnel, say, you know what, I like the theme of it. You could literally just change out the words and it becomes a new funnel. So something fresh that, you know what, someone sees and it might gravitate to them. Now, when people are out there advertising, right, they always try and put different ads to see who is it's working with, right? Who's gravitating to that ad, who's gravitating to this ad. That's the same thing you're doing with your funnel. If you create, like, say, 3 different funnels that says, especially if you're in Leadsleap, right? You have 3 different products. One's about weight loss, one's about heart health, one's about male health. That's 3 different population you're targeting, right? So this could be 3 different information here that you're using to target 3 different audiences. Versus if when people are advertised Live Good and they just advertise a generic link, you don't segment anyone. All you're doing is sending them to the company and hopefully they get whatever they get from that site. This way, with a funnel, you definitely segment your population and get them to see what's meaningful to them. And that's how you actually get better, in a sense, clients, better people joining with you because they're interested in what they saw. So one last thing before we actually end and I answer any question is the idea that, like I mentioned when we started out, I mentioned that I like to do opportunities that have things to do with team build that allows me to help people as well to do the opportunity. So we have a funnel here in our team build that you could actually replicate. And I'm actually going to show it to you right here. So this funnel is about team building. It's about helping people who are new to online marketing to actually make money online. But it allows people to do that by having their own funnel. So in this system of this team build system, you can see it right here. It's a team build system, and it's a simple funnel. It has this headline. This is a video that someone will play. It says, yes, tell me more. And then when they click on it, they get to a page that looks like this. Now, when they get to a page that looks like this, it explains what this team build is all about and why it might be, beneficial for them to join a team build as opposed to go out there and do things by themselves. And then it has an opt-in form that people could opt in to get more information. Now, when they opt in, they're going to go to a page. Let's see if I have it. I'm actually going to have to opt in and show you. Okay. When they do opt in, they get to another page that explains what the opportunity is, and then it gives them the ability. See, it might look complex, but that was a simple funnel. It started from one page that came to this, to an opt-in page, and then when the person opted in, now the funnel I'm showing you is something that you could model it. So I'm gonna actually put that in the chat as well. So when we're done, you could actually have that funnel so you could actually model it. But at the end, when someone clicks on it, okay, so this is a whole funnel. I'm going to show it to you again so it's nice and fresh in your mind. So this is things that you could actually do yourself, and these are all by share codes. And what I love to tell people to do, instead of reinvent the wheel, get something that you like, especially when you're starting out, get the share codes, plug them in, and change out the information. This way, you're not trying to recreate, okay, what color scheme should I use? What should I put here? You already have the design of things. So this funnel is something you could definitely take and use it as a template to change it out for your opportunity. So this starts at here, breaking news. It says, tell me more. The person goes here, reads about it. They have an opt-in form. And when they opt in and actually opt in, they get put over to this page, and this page kind of explains the opportunity. And then it gives them an opportunity to join. So a simple funnel that you could actually create and give to your team in whatever opportunity that you're doing to allow them to have something. So what you've done literally by recreating a funnel is you started marketing fast, because if you're using your company link, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You're doing the marketing anyway and bringing traffic, but it's not helping you to get the results you want because you're just, in a sense, branding the company. So you want to start off with a funnel that could very well be done very quickly so you can start your marketing process. Then you actually want to be able to brand yourself. And this allows you to brand yourself because you could actually literally have your information on this page, being your name, your face, your email, your contact details. So now people see you. And then whatever opportunity you have on the back end, then people are going, oh, this is what this person's doing. I like the way they did it. They're accessible. I was looking at this, I was interested. And then they have a way of coming back to you. So I'm going to put this in there as well so you could go through it and model it if you would like for your process. So you're going to get these two funnels. One is you could simply just copy the let's multiply one. This one is something you definitely have to model yourself. Now I'm going to make sure that we've gotten everything covered. Okay, so I'm going to do one demo so you can see how to actually use a share code. So let's say, for instance, I want to go recreate this funnel right here. So to start building out, say, a funnel like this, all you need to do is just get the share code. And you get the share code. And once you get the share code, of course, you join Leadsleap, and I'll have information of how you could actually join Leadsleap. But you join Leadsleap, and Leadsleap is pretty simple to use. Once you join and log in, this is what it looks like. Pretty simple dashboard, but everything happens over here on the left. And to recreate these pages, all you do is go to Page Builder. You can see that it has simple instructions. This is email, Page Builder, and this is pretty much the two things you'll need in Leadsleap to really create your funnel. Anything else is like, kind of advanced. We're doing simple pages. So the Page Builder, that's what you'd go to. You go to Page Manager right here, you click on it, and when it comes up, it says add a new page campaign. And when you sign up for Leadsleap, if you're new to Leadsleap, you won't have anything here. So your very first thing you're doing is you're add a new page campaign. And you're going to call it something. We're going to call this webinar test. And then you add it. And that's just for you to remember what it is that you're doing. So whatever your opportunity is, you add it. This is our webinar test that's added. And you'll see there's nothing in it. Now we're going to go add a new page design to start. So when you click add a new page design, it's going to ask you, do you want to start out from scratch and build your own page? Or do you want to import someone's share code and just get whatever they created? So since you have a share code, which I highly recommend, start with a share code that you like. You're going to paste it in that box. So that's the share code we copied. And you're going to hit import. And when you hit import, that's it. It actually created the page for you. Now we're going to launch the editor to do any updates to it because you want to make sure it has your information in it. So see, that's the page that you just saw of the funnel. So this tell me more. This is a button, right? It's going to go somewhere. So where would you want it to go? That's something you would change. The heading, do you want to change that? So if we want to change that to say, you know what, we'll call this, because I brand new Live Good product. So let's say you're in Live Good and they have a new product and you want to showcase. You just literally, and you can see that this is like a typewriter that you could change the fonts right there. I could change it to a different font. I could also change the font size, make it smaller, and literally, you know what, even type in there to change the font size. Change the font size. If I see something like this, I click on it. Whatever you click on, it's going to show up on the menus over here. So if I click on this and it's like, you know what, I want to change that out and say it tastes great. And say something like save your heart, if that's what the product is targeting, right? Then you could change out whatever words you want. You could also change the colors of them. So if you want to change different color schemes, you could highlight things or maybe highlight one word or two words and actually make it a different color. this video could be changed. So I really picked this one because I wanted to showcase the different things that you could actually create in your funnel. If you want a video in your funnel, it's like, well, how do I put a video in there? You could literally go to YouTube. And so this is just a video that came up. So with this video, we're going to go share it. So you click on the share button and you literally copy just the embed code. So that's what you need. You click on embed, you would copy it by just copying this, and it copies everything in that bucket. And then you go back to Leadsleap. You want to change out that video because it's part of the share code, but you don't want that video. You want something else. So when you click on it, you notice when I click on it, over on the right side here, it opens up a box and it has all these video things. And this was YouTube. And so I'll click in the box and I'll delete everything in the box because I don't want that video. I want to paste the video I just copied, right? That embed code. And I just paste it in there. And then when I click outside of anywhere, you can see it actually change it to a different video. So that could be whatever company video you want, or some intro video. You have a intro video, or you could even create a video of yourself. Do a video on your phone and let that be the video. That could be the in something. As simple as how you could actually change up your funnels. Now you've just created something that's unique that no one else has. No one else could be you. And if they're looking at an opportunity, then they have to come through you in order to be a part of that opportunity. Because if they can't just join, I think they will get any kind of your support or your marketing aids. That's now setting people apart online in making money, is that they're doing stuff like this, making their own funnels, using their own ideas in terms of creating things, because that's how you want to be seen, right? If you're shy, introverted, and that's the way you want to be, that is something that can still work online. You could just create a video with words and people get to know you on the back end, being emails. So once you kind of put your system together, that's all done. Let's actually show you this button. So this button that says tell me more. When I clicked on it, I'll click up here and then I'll click back on here. Look to the right here. You'll see it open this section over here. So it says, what do you want this button to do? You want to send this person to a website. So that could be your company website or to another page that you created. And so that's why you saw in the funnel, it went from this page to another page. So guys, what I suggest is I'm going to put the setup instructions on how you could actually set up the funnel for Let's Multiply, because that actually has all the, yes, it has all the instructions from A to Z of how to literally set everything up. It's going to tell you why you're doing this. It's going to tell you how to join Leadsleap. It literally is going to tell you how to install a funnel. It's going to give you the funnel pages with the share codes and show you in the video how to do it. It's going to tell you how to test it so you know you did the right stuff with your funnel. And then it's literally going to tell you how to advertise. And if you're looking for ads, right, you're going, where do I advertise these things? It also gives you places that you could advertise things as well. So on this one instruction page, it's literally going to walk you through the entire process of setting up a funnel. Now, this funnel might be specific for Let's Multiply, but here's why I'm going to give you this entire sequence. This to help you as you're setting up a funnel, that you have instructions that you go side by side and see, okay, this is what I need to do here. This is what I need to do there. This is what I need to funnel. And once you set it up, guess what? Now you go back in and then use these share codes and do another funnel. And this time you change it out to be your company. So whatever you're marketing, now you could actually change it out to be your company, like I showed you in here. And because you've already set up the phone, you'll know and what these things do. So you can literally get another phone. I'm going to actually stop it here because I think I've detailed just about everything I wanted to show you how to set up